lonely roadside hotel at night during a violent rainstorm. Glowing dim yellow lights, thunder in the sky, an exhausted young Indian man standing with a travel bag in front of the entrance, wet hair, dark jacket, suspenseful atmosphere, old mysterious hotel building. Inside an old hotel lobby at night, dim lamps, dusty reception desk, eerie silence, an old thin receptionist with pale eyes staring at a soaked young man who has just entered, vintage hotel interior, unsettling mood, thriller tension, close-up scene of an old hotel receptionist handing a room key to a young Indian man, whispering a warning with a serious, fearful expression, dim reception light, dark hallway visible behind them, ominous mood, a tired young Indian man inside an old hotel room, placing his bag near a bed, flickering lamp on the side table, faded wallpaper, rainy window, lonely unsettling atmosphere, room lit by warm dim light. A young man sitting upright on a hotel bed in fear, staring toward the wall after hearing a knock from the next room, dim lamplight, shadows stretching across the room, tense silence, suspenseful expression. Young man pressing his ear against the hotel wall in fear, hearing a woman's voice from the other side, dimly lit room, tense expression, storm outside the window, horror, suspense, atmosphere. Dark, narrow hotel hallway with old carpet and flickering ceiling lights. A frightened young Indian man standing outside room 309, the door old and scratched with claw marks, stormy tension in the air. Close-up of a trembling old wooden hotel door labelled room 309, dark scratches all over it, a young man staring at it in terror as a whisper comes from inside, eerie corridor lighting, supernatural suspense. A frightened young Indian man rushing down a dim hotel staircase toward the lobby, rain thunder outside the windows, old haunted hotel atmosphere, panic on his face, suspenseful action moment. Inside the lobby, old receptionist gripping the young man's wrist tightly across the reception desk, both faces tense, static-filled television glowing in the background, eerie hotel lobby, suspense and fear. Midnight scream. Prompt. Young man sitting on the edge of a hotel bed at midnight, staring at a digital clock showing 12:09 a.m., eyes wide in fear after hearing a woman scream from next door, dark room with flickering light, terrifying silence. Old hotel hallway at night, room 309 door violently shaking as if someone is trapped inside, a frightened young man standing frozen with a lamp in hand, flickering lights overhead, supernatural horror tension. At the end of a dark hotel corridor, an old pale receptionist stands beside a ghostly little girl in a white dress with hollow eyes, both staring silently at a terrified young man, flickering hallway lights, chilling supernatural atmosphere. Morning light entering an old hotel lobby, a confused young man standing at the reception desk while a middle-aged female manager calmly sits reading a newspaper, mystery and tension in the air, eerie contrast between normal daylight and haunted atmosphere. Prompt. Middle-aged hotel manager telling a dark secret to a shocked young man in the lobby, old hotel setting, dramatic emotional expressions, mystery and sadness in the atmosphere, moody daylight mixed with hotel shadows. A young Indian man using his phone flashlight to peek through a small broken gap in the wooden door of room 309, eye filled with fear, dark abandoned room visible inside, suspenseful horror atmosphere. Prompt. Inside a dark abandoned hotel room, a wall completely covered with photographs of the same young Indian man at different ages, eerie obsession, old dusty room, flashlight beam illuminating the shocking scene, thriller, mystery, atmosphere. Prompt. Close-up of a trembling hand holding an old yellowed photograph showing a smiling woman and a man who looks exactly like the young protagonist, dramatic shock, dark hotel room background, emotional thriller reveal, the mysterious phone call. Prompt. Young Indian man standing alone in a dim hotel room, holding a phone to his ear with fear in his eyes as a mysterious voice reveals his hidden past, rain outside the window, suspenseful shadowy room. Young Indian man standing alone in a dim hotel room, holding a phone to his ear with fear in his eyes as a mysterious voice reveals his hidden past, rain outside the window, suspenseful shadowy room, fragmented nightmare-style flashback scene of a small boy hiding under a bed while a woman screams in a dark hotel room, only partial silhouettes visible, terrifying memory, blurred emotional horror atmosphere. Revealing the truth to a devastated young man in the old lobby, family photo on the desk between them, intense emotional confrontation, Thriller, mystery, mood. With a ringing landline phone, a terrified young man slowly picking up the receiver while the female manager watches in fear, dim flickering lights, supernatural suspense. A mysterious man in a dark raincoat standing at the top of an old hotel staircase, face partly hidden in shadow. A young man staring up at him in terror from the lobby below. Thunder outside. Dramatic thriller confrontation. Shock scene in the hotel lobby where the mysterious older man steps into the light, revealing a face almost identical to the young protagonist, both staring at each other in horror. Intense psychological thriller moment. Violent struggle in a haunted hotel lobby. Young man swinging a metal lamp at an older man who looks like him. Shattered lights, flying sparks, storm outside. Dramatic action thriller moment. Running toward room 309. Prompt: a young Indian man running through a flickering hotel hallway toward the open door of room 309, while a terrifying older man chases him from behind. Intense suspense and urgency. Silver locket. Prompt: close-up of a small silver locket lying on the dusty floor of room 309. Soft morning sunlight falling on it. Emotional, mysterious ending moment. Young Indian man leaving the haunted hotel in the morning with a haunted, thoughtful expression. Old hotel behind him. Female manager standing silently in the doorway. Cloudy sky after storm. Emotional thriller ending. Ruins of an old roadside hotel at night during a storm. Broken walls, faint glowing light in the rain, eerie lonely road beside it, supernatural mystery atmosphere,